All right, my friends. Well, I am in Italy, currently at Malpensa. I'm coming to Como as I have already indicated. But I just felt I have to just come through with you with a conversation. I mean, just a motivation, just a kind of empowerment about life. Life first and foremost is for living. That's why God has given you the opportunity to be alive. In fact, when your mom and dad decided to make a baby, they didn't have you in mind. It is God who placed you in the womb of your mom as a result of the semen your dad gave your mom. It, for conception to take place, there was a race, there was a chase for and chase after. And among the over 7 billion beings, you won that race and you became you. And so, if you came to earth as a result of overcoming all the odds, then you are a winner, and hence victory belongs to you. Then, of course, don't forget that after you were born, you have to go through a whole lot of childhood challenges. For example, you fought diseases, what we call the 6 killer childhood diseases. You overcame, and you still here strong and healthy and alive, kicking here and there. Let me encourage you to know that life has fed you what it takes to be a victor and not a victim. And hence, no matter what has happened in your life, you must not give up. You must be strong in the Lord and in the power of His might. You must trust that what is in you and what is within the power of your being gives you what it takes to be a victor, be more than a conqueror, be a champion, be a leader, be a captain, be someone that society can depend on, emulate, learn from, get inspired. That is all my life is about, giving inspiration, motivation, no matter what has happened. Let me encourage you. Life is not for the weak, life is not for the feeble. Life is not for the confused. Life is not for the one who has given up. Life will not decorate you with what you desire just because you are yearning and craving. The fact that you have yearned doesn't mean you've earned. For you to earn, you've got to work. You've got to chase. You've got to run. You've got to move because life is a journey. And in this journey, you are either chasing for or you're being chased for. He who wins the battle is the one who is still here. And so long as you are here, I want to assure you that it's going to be well, it's going to be great, it's going to be mighty. You're going to be a testimony of praise and glory. I will keep on coming your way once in a while with various recordings. I'll come live. Let's build a community of friendship. Let's build a community of people who believe in each other, knowing that within us is what it takes to be a victor. By the way, listen. The reason why I am saying you're going to win is because number one, God has given you these universal blessings as any other person. For example, you have life. Life is the first gift universally given to all the 8 billion people running around on the planet Earth. And so the rich, the poor, the black, the white, the city dweller, the village dweller, you name it, all of us have one thing in common, that is life. And so long as you have life, you can turn around and become anything that you desire, if only you will let your preparation meet up with the opportunities God will give you. Number two, you've got time. Time is a universal gift implanted in you and given by God. Had it not been life and time, I wouldn't come your way right now. It is life and the opportunity time has given that makes me a friend to speak to your hearing, to stand in Milan at the moment. I am just at a bar. I just came to take my morning breakfast. I took a mug of cappuccino. I wish you've been to Italy before to enjoy the cappuccino in Italy. And I took croissant. And so after I just finished, I felt I've got to speak to you and encourage you to know that you are doing very well. You are going somewhere because God gave you life, He's given you time. Again, opportunity. It takes opportunity for you to listen to me, and it takes opportunity for me to communicate to you. Had there not been opportunity, we wouldn't be here. I want you to know that once God has given you life and He's given you time, the time fleets along with opportunity because time and opportunity are cousins. They move together. They are just like grace and mercy, or like the sun and the moon, or day and night, or male and female. So, what goes with time is opportunity. Opportunity is a universal gift God has given all mankind, including yourself. I don't want you to mess up with your life and your time thinking that somebody has got a better opportunity than you. All of us have got equal opportunity so long as we prepare ourselves very well with and with what God has given. So I've shared life, I've shared on time, I've also shared on opportunity. The fourth thing you've got to know that everyone walking on the planet Earth today has is knowledge. All of us were born into a community. Currently, I am in Italy. Italians have got their culture. Italians have got their way of life, the food they like, the places even they want to visit, how they think. They have what I call a unique print that makes them Italian. In Denmark, Danish people have got their print. Anywhere you go, it is the opportunity of knowledge available that make people exhibit those qualities. And so knowledge is a universal gift of God to mankind. Listen to me closely. The day you were born and you began to see, I mean, you lie down as a baby as if you don't see, you see. And that is where you begin to pick knowledge. And then you'll be born into a home, then a community, a town, perhaps a country. Then, if you work so hard, you will have a global community. I was born in a small town in Africa some years back. And when I was born, I didn't even know the place I was born until I grew a little bit to see where I was born. And then I grew gradually, gathering knowledge as a result of time. And now I have become a global person, going everywhere, doing what I love to do. And it's not about the money I get from or the money I don't get from. I just enjoy doing what I do. And so whether I go to Australia, America, New Zealand, wherever I go, and I come to Africa too. Of course, I've been to Nigeria, I've been to Togo, Benin, I think I haven't been to Burkina Faso, I've been to Cameroon, I've been to South Africa, Kenya. I keep on traveling and enjoying what I love to do because that's what I love to do with the knowledge I have gathered, letting people know that Christ in me is the hope of glory and that I can do all things through Christ who strengthened me. I want to be a source of motivation to you because I gathered knowledge. Knowledge is essential. In fact, the level of your knowledge will determine the kind of interaction you can make on earth. And so knowledge is a universal gift. And so giftedness or potential, ability, you are special because there is something you alone can do. Nobody else can do it the way you do it. You are gifted to do it. Everybody has got a special gift. And it is believed that your gift will make way for you and bring you before great men. So if you are talking about KFC, you're talking about Microsoft, you're talking about Steve Jobs, you're talking about whoever you want to talk about, Michael Jordan, you want to talk about Bill Gates, talk about even myself, a poem, I mean, with the books I write, with the communication I make, with the travelings I make, the interactions, everything about life is because of the gift that is in you. There is something in you the world needs. Maybe yours is ability to think mathematically, critically, whichever it is. Maybe it's a work, a handiwork, an artifact you can produce with your hand. That is a universal gift God has given all men, including you. There is a friend of mine who was born, and according to the parents, that lady was a talkative, always talking, and everybody will say, "You talk too much, you talk too much." She ended up becoming a solid motivational speaker. Today, she's traveling all over the world, encouraging people and empowering people because she identified that as a gift. Everyone is gifted, everyone is anointed, everyone is graced. Every person you see on earth has something special that if that thing is harnessed, cultivated, and developed, that person will be useful on earth. And so I want to encourage you to cash on your gift. So I've spoken about number one, life. Number two, I've spoken about time. Number three, I've spoken about opportunities. Number four, I've spoken about knowledge. Number five, I've spoken about gift and talent. Gift and talent as a universal treasure God has invested in you. I want to talk about the six, the grace of God. Paul said, "The grace of God, your grace is sufficient unto me, your strength is made perfect in my weakness." Everyone is grace. Grace to begin, grace to continue, and grace to end. All the characters in the Bible we read about, or in any material available to you, you study. Those people you study about began whatever they are doing because of grace. They continued in grace and they finished in grace. In the same manner, you must also begin the race God has called you to do in grace, continue in grace, and finish in grace. Don't give up because the best is yet to come. Whether you like it or not, you're going to face oppositions. Much as you face opportunities, opposition too will come. Man who is born of a woman is of few days, yet full of trouble. Trials will come, temptations will come, tribulations will come, but as long as your God lives, you will not be consumed. God has given you grace to go through. In fact, that grace will take care of every disgrace that you may have gone through because everybody has got a past. We are all coming from somewhere. We've all had issues before, we've all had problems. Sometimes it's not things you do. Maybe as a result of the community you were born in, there are things you are known for as a community. Jesus was known to come from Nazareth, and nothing good ever came out of Nazareth. So it's normal for your past to militate against you, but I want you to know that if you cash on the life God has given you, the time He's offered you, the opportunity available to you, the knowledge that is relevant and requisite for what you are doing, and you cash on the giftings God has placed in you with the grace of God, you become somebody. If you look at the word grace, it is spelled Grace. And I like doing this all the time. I try to separate the words. So the first one is the G. I separate it from the RACE, and you get G race. And I say that G represents God. So God has called you for a race on earth. And if you follow His pattern and you do His will and His bidding, He will grant you grace to run the race. In fact, the enemy is always encroaching upon the race God has placed in you, so he fights you with disgrace. He causes you to remove God from your life so that he can bring the devilish disgrace. The D there, starting with the disgrace, is devil or devilish. Once you stray away from God as your source, as your director, as your helper, believe you me, You walk into disgrace, you walk into shame, you walk into poverty, you walk into worry, you walk into anxiety, perplexity, and all manner of things. But I assure you, listen to me, friend. If you don't give up, the grace of God will be sufficient for you. You will break through in life and eat this world as bread. Believe you me, if you let God lead you, your race will be comfortable. Your race will be a delightful and awesome thing to watch. You will become incredible, indescribable. You become unique. You become so powerful. Please believe you me, with God's grace on your life, you can turn every circumstance around. You will not be under circumstance. You will be a creator of your own circumstance. People will look up to you like people looked on upon Moses, looked upon David, looked upon Jeremiah, looked upon Isaiah. It's about time people look upon you, because you are the Moseses, the Jeremiahs, the Isaiahs of our time. There is something in you that you can do to turn this world round about. And so don't give up. And ultimately, I want to share the seventh thing you've got to know about your universal impartation. God has made his promises available to all, including you. The promises of God are yes and amen unto his glory. By his promises, you escape the corruption of this world and you become partakers of his divine nature. With the promises of God, you can become the best version. Everybody can cash upon the promises of God and become great. The promises of God are there for humanity, including yourself. In fact, you can combat situations that are ill and adverse by the on the promises of God, the promise of life, the promise of blessing, the promise of impartation, the promise of favor, the promise of wisdom, the promise of understanding, the promise of going to and fro upon the surface of the earth to express yourself, to chase after as other things chase after you. You see, sometimes I want to talk about the word poor. Have you looked at the word poor closely? Poor. And I've made an acronym out of that word poor. And I say it's got to do with passing over opportunity repeatedly. And you know why often people pass over opportunity repeatedly? Sure, I'll tell you. Because they are afraid. It is fear that makes people pass over opportunity repeatedly. And so I have explained that fear is false evidence appearing real. No matter what is happening in your life, don't think that what you see is what it is. It is often what you don't think it is. And sometimes what you think it is not. Don't let anybody look down upon you that you are nobody, you are somebody. Don't let anybody tell you you go nowhere, you're going somewhere. Don't let anybody use what they know about you to put limitation upon you. You are not here to fulfill people's opinion. You are here to fulfill God's opinion for your life. Don't get distracted. Don't get worried. Don't get confused. Don't get maligned. Wherever you go, have confidence in life. Be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Become what God says you are. And be willing and ready to express yourself comfortably without shame. You are great. You are mighty. Well, this is what I want to share with you. I will be coming your way with such broadcast as I prepare myself to move around. So I just spent 20 minutes with you recording after I took my breakfast. You see, I'm in public. You can see a lot of people round about me at the airport, but I'm enjoying myself because that is what life is all about. Let me tell you something. Whether you like it or not, once you are born, you're going to die. I tell people that there are only 2 days given to every human being: the day you were born, and secondly, the day you die. In fact, between the day you were born and the day you die are just days of gifts. Some people die early, some die late, but whether you live long or you live young, for a brief moment, the life is of gravity. You wouldn't stay here forever. And so you've got to make your impact. You've got to sign a signature, an indelible signature on earth, such that you will be remembered. But the point is, what will you be remembered for? You must be remembered for something good. Let the world know that you lived. I like reading about people, and sometimes I read about people like Martin Luther King, John F. Kennedy. I read about great and mighty people and ordinary people as well. And I say to myself, what if they didn't do what they did? So there's something you will do that will make your name become imprint in the hearts and minds of people. It's not about a legacy of material things you leave on earth that matters. The greatest things that matter most in life is the imprint you leave in people's heart and mind about you. It's very, very crucial for you to know that a lot of people are going to love what you left as legacy and refer to it because you decided to. When I was young, I used to hear about the story of Nelson Mandela. He was in prison. He stayed in prison for almost 28 years. Imagine. He still came out from prison and became the first president of South Africa. He crashed the back of apartheid and set up democratic rule. He ruled for, I think, less than 8 years and decided not to run it. Less than, yeah. And then, of course, he died. But up to today, we keep on referring to Nelson Mandela. We talk about Kwame Nkrumah. The same way we speak about them, we can speak about you. So don't give up. The best is yet to come. And no matter what is going on, please remember life is for living. Dance it, sing it, shout it, run it. Occupy this earth before the Lord comes. And before you leave, let the world know that you lived. And before you depart, let the world know that once upon a time there was a person by name you. Well, I'm so proud of you. I'm excited to come your way. My first live broadcast right from this is Malpensa, Italy. Malpensa. I am at the airport waiting for my guest to pick me up, and I intended to interact with you. See you again very soon. Ciao, 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 ciao. Hello, Victoria.
Good morning, Reverend. How are you?
Good morning. How are you doing?
I'm well. God is good. Please listen. My mom is coming to pick you up. She's on the way, but you are Terminal 1. If